I'm talking with local author David Ellis. David, you, like a lot of authors, faced a lot of rejection before you found a publisher.
I did.
And then once you found a publisher, your first book out of the gate wins the prestigious Edgar Award.
I was very happy that that happened. But as I've said to anybody, what I'm proudest of is the fact that I persevered through it. I took about 3 years to write my first novel, and then I did send it back then. This is before the internet was even really going on.
So you're having to mail out.
I'm snail mailing it, and a lot of them only wanted to read like a cover letter, like a first page cover letter without even reading the book. And you could have written the best novel since War and Peace, but if your cover letter doesn't get their attention, they'll never even look at it. So yeah, I got rejected by about 75 agents.
And what I think is a parallel with James Patterson, he also had basically the same experience where he wrote his first novel, hard to believe, it was rejected. I think he said like 36 times or something.
Yeah.
And then when his is published, he too won an Edgar.
He won the Edgar.
How important is that award for a first-time writer?
Well, for someone like me, I can't speak for Jim, but certainly for me, I was a small fish in a very big pond at Penguin Putnam. It's the biggest publishing house in the world. And so it got me noticed. And it gave me kind of a platform to start a series of books kind of set around the same ideas. And it just kind of got you noticed. I mean, sometimes you can get lost in your own publishing house.
This series of books that you wrote follows a street-smart lawyer who's experienced an incalculable loss, Jason Coleridge.
Yes.
You say with him, this character, you kind of found your voice. How so?
I did. He's just like me, except he's more cynical, he's more courageous, he's more intelligent, and he's just generally a stronger person. But he's kind of the guy that I would like to be, I guess. He's a little bit of my hero. Maybe he's an anti-hero. He certainly has... I guess I'd say it like this, Cynthia. I tend to, in my previous books, I tore my characters apart by the end. There was nothing left of them. And with Jason, he's already been torn to pieces, and he's rebuilding. So I'm finding the rebuilding of a character to be more interesting than the tearing down of one.
Where he is able to re-enter life,
yes,
accept what happened, and develop a new life.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to live again.
And he's in Chicago.
He is set in Chicago. I think I've been careful not to name the city, just because I know so many people in Chicago and around the political world and the criminal justice world. I'm always afraid that someone's going to, get mad at me.
But do you think that people do that, where they say, that wasn't me, buddy, was it?
Oh, absolutely they do. I had a character in one of my books who was killed, and that person was a friend of mine, and he got a phone call from a judge who said, Dave Ellis just killed you in a book. So yeah, no, people are playing that little game of is that me all the time.
How many books have you written in this Jason Coleridge series, and is this something you're going to continue doing since you love him so much?
I would like to continue doing it. I've written 4 Jason books. I've written 9 of my own books, and then I guess now 5 with James Patterson. Yeah, I'd like to keep doing it. Writing is kind of in my blood now. It's something, I have a constant itch. I have to do a little bit of it every day, and I try to every day.
You said that you actually were writing before you were a lawyer because you wrote even as a child.
Yes, I entered into young author contests. I wrote a play in 2nd grade just for fun, and the teacher let me put it on. I've always been doing it. In the education system, they start de-emphasizing fiction writing as you get older. High school, college, I took business courses at University of Illinois. Then I went to law school. Nobody was making me write, so I either had to do it on my own or I didn't do it at all. We have to. If that's something that burns within you, you have to just do it of your own accord.
You have to be disciplined.
You have to be disciplined. But it helps when you love it. Like I would do it every night. When I was practicing law, I would spend an hour a night when I got home exhausted writing. But I wasn't exhausted during that hour because I was playing. It was fun.
I know what you mean, because I used to write scripts, and you write it, and you look at it, and you look at it again, and time just ceases to lose meaning.
Absolutely.
Because you get so caught up in what
fun.
you're doing.
Yeah, no, it's your fun hobby you get to do.
Well, you've got an interesting situation because you have a day job, and you're now a very successful writer, and you've got young kids.
Yes.
So we're going to have to find out how you mesh all these together when we come back.